Across beds, hearts and bucks.
This is Nick Coffer.
BBC Three Counties Radio.
Time for some live music now. Producing folk singer-songwriter Kelly Oliver from Stevenage took to the stage at the prestigious Cambridge Folk Festival. Today she's launching her brand new EP. It's one of those days, Kelly. I'm getting my words all muddled up. You're kitting up there with full harmonica and guitar. You just gave me a little version of your music. It sounded very Joan Baez-esque to me. Is she someone you listen to?
No, actually, I have obviously heard of her, but she's not an influence of mine, funnily enough.
Who is influencing your recording, your new EP?
Well, I would say actually Dolly Parton. I listen to a lot of Irish folk music, Cara Dillon and Paul Brady, people like that. So I'd say they're big influences for this EP. Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Influenced by Dolly.
I know. Is that weird?
No, I'm just intrigued to know where you first heard Dolly.
Well, actually, my grandmother used to listen to her. She used to love her. So I've heard her. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dolly, I have to say.
When did you first pick up a guitar?
When I was 16, actually, and then that's when I began to write music kind of properly because I was able to accompany myself then. So it was since then. I mean, they weren't very good, the songs I wrote when I was 16, but since then that's kind of where it started.
The harmonica.
Yes.
Now, there's an instrument that I've never even come close to mastering. I do have a harmonica at home.
Okay.
I would put the harmonica in the same category as the violin.
Okay.
Because it's one of those instruments that if played wrongly or badly, really can make you want to go to the dentist. How does a harmonica work? I know it's in, out, and I've never worked out how the 18 or 20 holes on it actually make coherent sense.
I can't say that I've worked that out either. However...
This is reassuring.
It's really,
you're playing it shortly.
Oh, no, don't be... It's okay, actually. Basically, I taught myself it. I couldn't really tell you how I did, but... I just play it by ear, so that I just trust my ear. How many
notes are there in it? There's sort of about 20 holes, isn't there?
There's quite a few. Yeah, that's right. Probably more, actually. I haven't counted. I haven't counted them all.
I'm finding this incredible that you self-taught yourself the harmonica. You don't know how it works. You have no idea.
No idea how many holes it is. No idea what harmonica is. Yeah.
You must be naturally talented to be able to learn an instrument like that just by ear.
Thank you. Yeah, I guess it didn't take too long, but I do persevere with stuff like that. When I'm determined to learn something, I make sure that I learn it as well as I can. Otherwise, I wouldn't play it.
I feel suitably humbled now. I've been trying to play the harmonica for, I think, about 28 years.
Oh.
This new EP that you've recorded, it's out today. What's the story behind it?
Well, it's called Far From Home, and it's a 5-track album, EP. It's 5 original songs. They're all based on personal experiences, and I just the theme was experiences of when I've been away travelling, or when I've been away, or when someone is away, away from home. That's kind of the theme.
Let's hear a track from the EP. What do you fancy playing?
I think I'll play the title track today, Far From Home, if that's okay. There was a young boy. He thought he was a man. He'd done a lot of work. He'd seen a lot of land. He loved the water. He loved the wind through his hair. He loved the country and the city dear. He was always far from home, but he knew he'd always come home. He had a calling that was so far from home. My mama told me not to hang on to him. She said he'll leave you for other things, and he might still love you, but he wants to see the world too. He has a calling. It might not be with you. I didn't listen. I couldn't help myself. He was perfect. He was something else. He made me happy. For a while he did. I wouldn't go back and change a single thing, but it got too hard for me to see how happy he could be to be without me. I wanted him to be free. He was always far from home, but he knew he'd always come home. He had a calling that was so far from home. He was always far from home, but he knew he'd always come home. He had a calling that was so far from home.
Very, very nicely done indeed. Kelly Oliver singing live in the studio. We've been talking about covers actually today. Mark in Hemel says, I was wondering what cover songs were better than the originals. Mark in Hemel says, Phil Collins, you can't hurry love better than the original by a mile. That's from Biggers in Hemel says that. I'm going to spring this one on you because when you came in, you started to strum If I Were a Boy. Yeah. Do you want to save it till after 1:30 because we've been talking about cover versions and then we'll see if your version of If I Were a Boy was better than Beyonce?
Of course.
Can you stay for 10 minutes?
Of course.
Great. And then we'll talk about where we can find your EP and find your music online. This is a Train, it's Drive By. Leanne Rimes, Can't Fight the Moonlight. BBC Three Counties Radio. It's exactly 25 to 3. Live music from Kelly Oliver in this hour. Kelly, you came prepared to play one song and then you made the mistake of walking into my studio and strumming If I Were a Boy. And I thought, you know what? I want to hear something from your new EP, but I tell you what, I'll keep you back to play your cover as well, especially as we've been talking today about covers that were better than the originals. Are there any covers in your mind that were better than the originals?
Oh, I can't think now. I don't know, actually.
I found one this weekend, actually. Do you love, of course you know, but do you like Emmylou Harris?
I do.
Emmylou Harris did a cover version, sorry, it was second mention of Springsteen today, but did a cover version of Racing in the Streets, which is a great Springsteen song.
Right.
Her version's better. It's
really?
Yeah, it's just brilliant. It's Emmylou Harris all over. So here's the challenge. A better cover version than an original. We're going to go for a Beyonce, aren't we?
Yeah, let's do it. If I Were a Boy. by Kelly Oliver.
Do I get to be the judge of if it's better or not?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Great, okay, let's do that when you're ready.
If I were a boy, even just for a day, I'd roll out of bed in the morning and throw on what I wanted and go. Drink beer with the guys and chase after girls. I'd kick it with who I wanted, and I'd never get confronted for it, 'cause they'd stick up for me. If I were a boy, I think I could understand, how it feels to love a girl. I swear I'd be a better man. I'd listen to her, 'cause I know how it hurts. Oh, when you lose the one you wanted, 'cause he's taking you for granted, and everything you had got destroyed. If I were a boy, I would turn off my phone, tell everyone it's broken so they'd think I was sleeping alone. I'd put myself first and make the rules as I go, 'cause I know that she'd be faithful, waiting for me to come home. If I were a boy, I think I could understand, how it feels to love a girl. I swear I'd be a better man. I'd listen to her, 'cause I know how it hurts. When you lose the one you wanted, 'cause he's taking you for granted, and everything you had got destroyed. It's a little too late for you to come back, say it's just a mistake. Think I'd forgive you like that. If you thought I would wait for you, you thought wrong. But you're just a boy, you don't understand, how it feels to love a girl. Someday you'll wish you were a better man. You don't listen to her, you don't care how it hurts, till you lose the one you wanted, 'cause you've taken her for granted. You don't listen to her, you don't care how it hurts, till you lose the one you wanted, 'cause you've taken her for granted, and everything you had got destroyed. But you're just a boy.
Nope, definitely better than the original.
Thanks, Nick.
Really gorgeous.
Thank you.
Just without the sort of boom boom Beyonce part of it.
Without the amazing voice of
You've been a
Beyonce.
really good. No, she's an amazing. No, you've been a really good sport today. I've enjoyed it greatly, Kelly. So, if anyone wants to find your music online and elsewhere, where's the best place to do that?
You can go to my website kellyoliver.co.uk, where you can buy the EP and you can listen to that cover as well. And the next gig that my EP launch date is on the 8th of December. That's at the Hartford Corn Exchange as well.
Brilliant stuff. I think you've got a lovely voice, a very nice sound. I can quite clearly see who your influences are, and that's meant in the positive way, because they're some of my favourite artists too, and I wish you all the best with your career. Talking of new and unsigned and below the radar music, of course, BBC Introducing supports local bands across the 3 counties.